Hello and namaste. I'm Mukul Kumar, Director of Marketing for Project, Planner, and Visio. Today I'm joined by my colleagues Irfan and Steven from OneDrive and the Lists team.
Thank you, Mukul. Hello, everyone. My name is Irfan Shaddad, and I'm a Principal PM at Microsoft.
Hello, everyone. My name is Steven Gia, and I'm a product manager at Microsoft.
First off, I want to start with a big thank you to all of you who has taken the time to be with us today. Today we are sharing new innovations for Project, Planner, OneDrive, and Lists so that you can stay on top of your tasks and projects, better organize your to-dos, and track information that matters the most. Welcome to the new normal. We live in an unprecedented time of workplace transformation. Opportunities to thrive and not just survive belong to those who adapt to the new normal. Established patterns of work are undergoing monumental changes. Teams are no more co located, nor do they all work at the same time. We have a host of different ways that people and teams collaborate. In the past, we had to enable one or two of these styles. But now we need to accommodate all these different styles to not just be effective, but to be happy. In reality, this means we all have to rely on digital tools to collaborate. This also means that we are all facing a pressure to balance work, home life with rising digital information overload. But we here at Microsoft believe that with the right tools, we can not just survive, but thrive in this new normal by embracing a new way to approach work and collaboration. We call it collaborative work management. Collaborative work management is a new approach to collaboration through an integrated experience that is both connected and intelligent. Work is anything that your team is collaborating on. And in today's session, we'll focus on how that work gets managed, be it projects, tasks, lists of to dos, or be it information that is in the form of files, such as docs, spreadsheets, presentations, etc. Microsoft 365 offers an integrated experience that lets your teams seamlessly work on all of that from anywhere and at any time to accomplish more together. In today's session, my colleagues and I are going to specifically talk about the recent innovations in OneDrive, Lists, Planner, and Project. We are also excited to share with you future innovations for the first time here at Ignite. So stay tuned. And with that, I'm going to pass my virtual mic to Irfan. Irfan, over to you.
Thank you, Mukul. Hello again. I'm excited to share the latest announcements from OneDrive to make it easier to find your files, share and collaborate with your team, and always stay up to date. Let's jump into the announcements. As you can see, we have made significant improvements from making it easier to find the files that you care about and staying on top of your work to making sharing experience within OneDrive consistent and familiar across all Microsoft 365 applications. We have also enhanced our sharing permissions that enable better collaboration with your team members. We've enabled meeting and people-based views that help you find content based on who you're working with. You can now browse OneDrive from within Microsoft Teams, so you no longer have to switch context. Project Nucleus enables data availability regardless of internet access or speed, and all changes will automatically sync once internet connection is reestablished. Last but not least, we've added remote app support that allows users to open and save files to OneDrive from their remote applications. Enough of me talking about it, let's just jump into the action. OneDrive Home provides a compelling starting experience for our customers, making it easy for them to resume their work and catch up on what happened while they were away. Now, when you come to OneDrive, you'll see a list of files you've recently used. These files are sorted by when you last opened them, so you can get back to the files you were working on quickly. You can also see the most recent file activity at a glance, helping you catch up on what's happened in the files you're working on. If you're looking for a specific file, you can filter this list by file type. In addition to making it easier for you to catch up on your own work, we're also making it easy for you to work with others. Especially in a hybrid world of work, the ability to share files with anyone is critical to ensure people can collaborate easily and stay productive in ways that work best for them. So we are thrilled to announce a set of improvements that enhance the sharing experience across all Microsoft 365 applications. You will now see the new contextual sharing menu in your favorite Microsoft 365 apps. This new Share drop-down menu includes new options that are unique per app, making it more personalized for our customers and helping unlock key scenarios for successful collaboration. We want to help you get your sharing settings right from the very beginning of your sharing journey. We've made the link settings page a lot more intuitive with clearer tooltips, definitions, and quick at a glance view to show you who has existing access to your files or folders. Today, in a Word document, we provided you with enhanced collaboration capabilities that provides even more control on how collaborators can work together on a document. We've introduced a new sharing permission called Can Review inside of the permissions dropdown. With review mode, you can include collaborators to view and add suggestions to the documents in the form of comments or track changes without having to provide full edit rights to the recipients and maintaining full control of your documents. We've also made it easier to manage and search shared files. We're delighted to announce the new shared experience in OneDrive that will quickly help you get back to files shared by others. In addition, we have built views that are more contextual and human ways of remembering things through people and events like meetings. The new Shared with You now shows files and folders shared across various Microsoft 365 apps so that you can find files shared with you over email, chats, and meetings all in one place. In addition, you can identify updates to your files by using the activity column as well as leverage consistent filter fills across OneDrive, Home, and Shared. Within Shared, we've also added the People's View. So if you're looking for the Word document shared by Megan, but can't recall the document name, not a problem, because now you can find it using Megan's name in the new filter using People's Name. Once you see all the files shared by Megan, you can then easily filter by using the word filter. You can now also find shared files from a meeting you recently attended with the new Meetings view. This includes all the meetings you have been invited to, along with all files shared across meeting attachments, meeting chat, and even meeting recordings, enabling you to stay up to date. In case you thought we're done, there are more exciting updates to make your content even more easily accessible. Favoriting files is a great way to mark content of personal importance and can help you quickly get back to the content you're looking for. You can favorite a file by hovering over its name and clicking the star icon. Once you favorite a doc, you can access it quickly from the Favorites page in the left navigation, where you have an aggregated list of all content marked as favorite. And as your document needs to change, simply click the star again to unstar the doc, which will remove it from your favorites list. We're also delighted to bring you OneDrive directly inside Microsoft Teams. So in addition to OneDrive Web, we're also bringing these experience improvements to the Files app in Teams. This feature now ensures that regardless of which product you use, and without any context switching, you're easily able to find all the files that you care about so that you can spend less time searching and more time collaborating. Next, we are excited to give you an early look into some of the things we are working on to truly elevate the everyday experience of all OneDrive users, make them faster, more productive, and happier day in and day out. Like Microsoft Lists last year, OneDrive web app and document libraries will soon be getting offline superpowers with the help of Project Nucleus. First, loading and interacting with OneDrive and large document libraries will get a whole lot faster whether you're online or offline. You can forget about long load times or throttling regardless of the number of items in the view. Second, you'll be able to keep your files on your device so that they're always available for you when you need them. Whether you are on a plane, train, or a taxi with no internet connectivity, you can continue to stay productive and even be able to open your files in your desktop apps directly from the browser. All changes that you make to your files when offline will get synced to the cloud once you reconnect to the internet. When offline, you'll still be able to view, interact, and perform various actions with your files in OneDrive. This includes renaming files, changing file attributes, creating folders, seeing your file activity, and much more. To summarize, OneDrive and document libraries will soon be always on, lightning fast, and will blend the boundaries between the browser and your local device. And we can't wait to bring these new capabilities for you to try out. Last but not least, our customers need to access and save files to OneDrive from their remote applications. We're delighted to announce support for OneDrive from a Citrix Seamless app. You can see from the system tray that I have OneDrive running locally and signed in. Now say if I open a Notepad Seamless app, I notice that a second OneDrive instance from my remote session has been signed in as shown in the system tray below. I can edit the Notepad file and save it to my desktop folder in my OneDrive. Since I also have my known folders syncing to OneDrive on my local desktop, I now see the file saved from my remote Notepad application show up on my local desktop via OneDrive, ensuring that all my work, whether on remote or local apps, is saved to my OneDrive. In addition to what you just saw in the demos, we have a lot more exciting innovation in our pipeline. We'll provide a quick and easy way to share and collaborate with external users, as well as add sensitivity labels to your documents that helps secure your data and ensure compliance with your policies and regulations. Managing access to files can become cumbersome, and so we will refresh that experience so that you have better view and control on who has access to your files. We're adding activity column in your OneDrive Web My Files view, showcasing all the shares, mentions, and comments on your files, helping you stay current with your team. We're enhancing sync support in remote apps, as well as enabling bulk data export for sync admin reports. We're also integrating Azure B2B with OneDrive and SharePoint, providing an upgraded experience for sharing files, folders, and document libraries with people outside your organization. We hope that you are as excited about these announcements as we are, and we look forward to your continued feedback. I would now like to pass it over to my colleague Stephen, who will cover some exciting announcements in Microsoft Lists.
Thank you, Irfan. The Microsoft Lists team has worked on many incredible features and product improvements this past year, and I am happy to share our latest updates with you today. Lists is your smart information tracking app for creating, sharing, and managing work across your team on any device, both online and offline. It is a simple, smart, and flexible tool that you can use to effectively track what matters most to you. With the product investments that the team has made over the past year, it is now easier than ever to quickly build smart automation enhanced lists, take advantage of powerful tools for a seamless editing experience, and collaborate with your team members in real time. Since releasing the new list template gallery in fall 2020, we have made significant investments to superpower our built-in templates with helpful new features so that you can get more work done. Select list templates now include pre-created Power Automate flows, pre-created rules, and our new integration with approvals in Microsoft Teams. Let's say your team is starting a new project and you want to create a list to track work items across your team. With this feature, creating a flow from lists has never been simpler, as you don't even have to visit the Power Automate site to create a full-fledged automation. Immediately after creating your work progress tracker list, you'll have the opportunity to install the included Power Automate reminder flow that comes as part of the work progress tracker template. This automated reminder flow will remind work item owners via email 3 days before their assigned work item is due. You can further refine it using the Power Automate Flow Designer. To track issues for this project, let's create another list using the Issue Tracker template. 2 pre-created rules come installed, and they will notify the issue owner when a new issue is created or when the issue owner changes. When an event occurs on the list that triggers a rule, such as creating a new list item, the designated recipient will be notified via email. This email notification includes a direct link to the work item in the list. Finally, let's say your team members need to travel to discuss the project with clients. Let's create a travel request list for this. The travel request list template automatically comes with our new integration with the Approvals and Microsoft Teams app. From the list, any team member can request an approval for their travel event, specify the approver, and provide any additional information regarding their request. This approval request appears in the Approvals app in Teams for both the requester and for the approver. The approver may approve the request in the Approvals app in Teams or directly on the list. Once approved, the status is updated both in Teams and on the list. Now the conference trip is a go. Beyond investing in list templates, we have also heard your requests for richer list views and column type capabilities. If you're someone who likes to meticulously plan and organize your work based on a schedule, keeping track of vast information and events can be a painstaking effort. To make this much easier, we are excited to announce the new calendar week layout that will provide you with better visualization, organization, and tracking of your list items. Simply provide a name for your calendar view, select week, and the canvas will display your list items in a calendar for 1 week. As the number of items increases, managing them can be daunting, but with this new layout, organizing the events is fast and easy. You can drag events around to reschedule them, and also use the unscheduled panel for staging potential events. Conditional formatting can also help you color code these events to suit your specific needs. You can add, track, organize, and collaborate on calendar events and explore all the goodness in one place with the calendar week layout. Columns are the backbone of lists. With our new creation dialog, you see a description of each column type available. I'm excited to announce new functionality to one of our most powerful columns, the lookup column. Lookups will now support choice, text, and multi-choice columns from the source list. You simply select these field types when editing or creating your lookup column, and when you update the list, you will see the choice field appear and render with all formatting configured. Part of what makes lists so useful is its cross-platform and cross-device portability, which is why I'm excited to announce that tablet users on Android will soon be able to download the Lists app from the Google Play Store. With this app, users can create lists from scratch or via suggested templates. They can also view an existing list and move to landscape mode to view more data. Tap and edit the data that you need to modify or add items to this list. This list can be further shared with team members to collaborate further. Early this year, we launched our preview of Microsoft Lists that works with your Microsoft account, also known as MSA, for free. This means that you can use the same account that you use to sign into your Outlook account or Xbox Live to use Microsoft Lists for your personal and small business needs. We've gotten a lot of feedback from you all during the preview and are listening. One of the most requested features was the ability to easily delete a list. Now you can quickly delete any list you own, either from the list itself, from List Home, or from the settings and hitting delete. To make list creation faster, we have multiple built-in templates that you can also start using immediately. Growing this collection of templates is a top priority, and we have launched a few new ones to help you get started with more in lists. Creating a recipe list or a gift list only takes a few seconds. Collaboration in Lists MSA Preview is getting a whole lot better. You can now see when your friends or coworkers are working in a list with you. When you hover over their names, you can see who is editing and what item they are working on. With this new functionality, it's easy to see that Megan is editing the status of the Thanksgiving-themed poster promotional content. In addition to these new features, we are bringing some of the greatest list experience from work and school into the List MSA Preview. Mistakes happen when working within a list and trying to move quickly. Have no fear. List MSA Preview now supports the beloved undo and redo capabilities. You can make mistakes all day and simply use the undo or redo button to edit your list with confidence. We have also heard loud and clear that you need board view in List MSA Preview. We are rolling out this view type this month so that you can track your work effortlessly and easily keep your projects on track. Now for the most exciting news that we have for List MSA Preview. We are happy to announce that the List iOS Preview app now supports MSA as well, and it's available for free in test flight. Use it to create, share, and manage work with your team from anywhere. Let's showcase it using an example of Sam, who owns a bakery business. Sam has logged into the List iOS app using his MSA credentials. He edits the deadline for one of his cookie line products. From within the app, he can also change other details and create new items, and much more. All of his changes are synced across devices, making lists both convenient and easy to use on the go. So at this point, you might be wondering, what's next for lists? There are a lot of exciting changes rolling out later this calendar year. First off, we're happy to announce that the ability to define organizational templates for lists will be rolling out to all environments by the end of the year. As we showed in the demos, we're adding the ability to create and track approvals on list items, a week layout to the calendar view, and increasing the column type supported when creating lookup columns. We're increasing our mobile device support, adding support for tablets and List Android, and adding MSA support to our iOS app. We're also continuing to add important features to the List MSA preview, with automation and group by support coming soon. Next year, we will bring the ability to customize your organizational templates with rules and flows. We're working hard to bring our entire set of features and capabilities to all lists, regardless of where you're working, work, home, or school. This includes major web updates next year, as well as List Android support coming to the List MSA preview. So that's it for lists, and now back to you, McCool.
Thank you, Stephen. That was great. For this part of the session, we'll look at the latest and greatest for both Microsoft Planner and Microsoft Project for the web. When we think about investments to these products, we typically think in terms of four pillars: teamwork, You can, of course, manage a project together in teams, including file sharing, chats, meetings, and much more. You can easily add new collaborators to view or update plan details like tasks. You can collaborate through co editing, assigning tasks, and requesting input all within your project plan. Second, planning. It's all about using flexible tools to power your plans, big and small. Choose from a variety of views and approaches that best fits your needs and preferences, including lists, Kanban style boards, grids, timelines, Gantt charts. Plan quickly with dynamic scheduling based on the effort, dependencies, duration, and resources. And third is visibility. View project status, spot trends, and flag potential issues quickly through insightful visualizations and reports. Gain visibility by aggregating projects across your teams in a visual, interactive timeline. And lastly, our project management solutions are built on a secure platform so that you can work confidently. For those of you who may be somewhat familiar, Microsoft Planner is a great tool for work and task management. If you need to quickly create plans, assign tasks, and collaborate with your team in Microsoft Teams to get things done, it provides the Kanban boards experience with a familiar task management toolset. Planner is part of many of the Microsoft 365 suites and is designed to seamlessly work with other Microsoft 365 apps, especially with Microsoft Teams. On the right hand side, you see a redesigned project for the web app. Built entirely in the cloud, it is an easy to start and simple to use app for a more contemporary user experience. Project for the Web offers many of the same popular planner feature, but also provides more capabilities to manage projects with more flexibility and power. You can configure and extend project and build automated workflows and business processes, all to meet your unique project management needs. Project for the Web is for just about anyone who manages their projects as part of their jobs, be it in marketing, HR, operations, engineering, business development, the PMO, and more. Project for the Web includes dynamic scheduling and timeline, a modernized Gantt chart, subtasks and dependencies, and cross project visibility. Planner is still our first step to staying on top of your work, and we are making it easier for you to shift from planner to project to meet the needs as your projects evolve. Over the past 3 to 6 months, several highly requested features for project rolled out. First is guest users. You can invite guests outside of your organization to view your plans, built in Project for the Web, without the need for a project or Microsoft 365 license. If the guest has a Project Cloud license, then they can create and edit plans. Speaking of sharing plans, Microsoft 365 E3 and E5 users can not only view plans built in Project for the Web, but they can also update the progress or the percentage complete of a task assigned to them in any project they are part of without a project license. Like Planner, Project for the Web now has the charts view. You can quickly assess how your work is progressing through a visual dashboard. So, first is assigned to me within tasks in Teams for Project. Now, looking forward, today I'm pleased to share several more innovations coming to Microsoft Planner and Project. So, let's start. The first one is assigned to me within tasks in Teams for Project. It's a highly requested feature that will be rolling out in the next couple of months. You can review your project tasks along with all your other tasks in the assigned to me list, which is included in the tasks in Teams, Planner, and to do apps. Second one is Project for the Web includes many of the most popular features for Planner. Many of you have requested a more seamless way to work between the two apps. I'm here to tell you that we have heard you loud and clear, and you can upgrade and move a Planner plan to Project or begin a project trial right from Planner. If you're an IT admin, you can manage usage and trials through dashboards, which is going to be available to you soon. The third feature we are excited about is the Agile project management support. It was in high demand, and to meet those requests, you can manage sprints and backlogs in Project for the Web. This feature will be rolling out soon. The next one is Task History in Project. It gives teams more visibility to the changes impacting their projects. For existing Project for the Web users, advanced dependencies and increased task limits, scaling all the way up to 1,000, will enable the management of bigger and more involved projects. People View gives you the quick visibility into the allocation of the work across the team and allows for easy task reassignment to balance the overall workload. And for those of you who heard the announcement of September 22nd, there's been a lot of excitement and anticipation on the upcoming connections of Viva goals with Planner and Project. Ultimately, what this means for you and your team is that you can set goals and manage objectives and key results to provide visibility to your stakeholders on status while aligning to your organization's goal. As goals is a theme, under feature, goals within project will enable you to set goals at the project level to track progress and ensure you're taking on the right set of activities that drive the most impact. Here is another view of all the things that we have released and the innovations that are going to be coming soon to you. And I'll walk through these upcoming features in the demo. So let's jump into the demo. When working on projects with others, it can get pretty challenging to coordinate the work, track progress, and keep everyone on the same page. That's where Planner and Project comes in and enables teams to successfully drive progress with more control and organization. With your Microsoft 365 license, you can easily get started with basic work management using Planner, where you can set up a plan, assign tasks to other, organize the work in boards using buckets, labels, and more. When you reach a point in your project where you want to get a bit more control, including assessing the project timeline and dependencies, adding custom fields to fit the unique needs of your project, you can easily upgrade right from within Planner and get started with a Project 30-day trial for free. And soon you'll be able to bring your Planner work into Project to continue making progress smoothly after your upgrade. We launched Project for the Web 3 years ago, and we've reimagined the product to make it easier for anyone to manage their teamwork with flexible and agile work management methods built in. Project for the Web has the same modern, agile, lightweight, and intuitive experience of Planner and backed by powerful project engine with over 30 years of investments, meeting the needs for the range of users and their project management needs. Let's take a quick look at some of the exciting new capabilities we have added to Project for the Web to help you manage your team projects, to give you more control and flexibility, and drive for results. To make it super easy to get started, Project includes a set of templates to help you jumpstart your team project, organize the work meaningfully, and onboard team members to start executing. Let's start with the business plan template to help drive the work of a product launch plan in an agile way using sprints planning. Now, before we get started, I want to make sure that our team and leadership are aligned on why we are doing this work. We are working on delivering goals for project to help drive more focus and alignment on team projects. For this product launch project, we've set up three primary goals, and we can easily map tasks to help ensure we are tackling the right set of work that can drive most impact on our goals. As the project grows and we identify more work that needs to get done, load balancing the workload across the team becomes critical to ensure people have a manageable workload and we are able to better drive on our goals as a team. We recently rolled out this highly visual people view that makes it super easy to review the workload and what each team member has on their plate. Using the board, our team can easily plan our current and upcoming sprints, dragging dropping tasks to the appropriate sprint, stack ranking the work, and assigning to the relevant team members. We can quickly add new tasks to the backlog, and with some recent enhancements, you can now set labels to tag work, break the task into specific checklist items, and set the priority. One of the more popular ways to manage projects is in the grid view, where you can easily scan the work status, make quick updates, and add new tasks, sort, and filter on specific fields. And when you're looking for ways to customize your team project to meet your specific needs, you can easily create custom fields to track additional status information for each of the tasks consistently. For example, here I created a risk field to help my team assess the risk level of each of the tasks they're working on. And to make it super easy to identify the high risk items or the items that are on track, we recently introduced color formatting as well. Once our team is in execution mode, we need to be checking frequently to make sure things are still on track. That's where the charts come in handy. With a quick scan, I can check out progress by completion status, by bucket, by assignment. Since the team is actively discussing all the project work in Teams, you can easily add the project as a tab to your Teams channel. Soon you'll be able to review task history and get updates on all the activities and progress that has happened on the task. As a follow up, you can easily start a chat in the task to check in on the progress or provide some updates to team members working on the task. While in Teams, you can also go to the Tasks app and review the Assigned to Me list that brings together all your tasks, which will soon include project tasks as well. You can easily manage your project tasks from this view, including reviewing the task details and updating progress. To share a sneak peek of what's up next, we have exciting work underway to integrate Project and Planner with Viva Goals to drive more alignment and transparency on progress of work towards our organization goals. We can easily show the progress and drive for better impact of the work in Viva Goals, where our leadership is tracking progress towards our organization's OKRs. And if you want to learn more about Microsoft Project and Planner, here are some of the links that you can go to check out our blogs, our social. You can share your feedback, or you can also try Project for free. But before you go, there's one more announcement I want to make. As many of you know, Viva Goals, previously Ally.io, helps organizations use OKRs at scale because it's generally the people who are further from senior leadership in the organization that don't know why they're doing what they're doing. OKRs are a transformative framework, and it takes a level of organizational change management for them to successfully drive the business forward. But you don't have to take that journey alone. The Viva Goals product team and partners are here to help to make you successful. I'm very excited to tell you that our friends in the Viva team have been working hard since the acquisition to prepare for general availability. Viva Goals is now in private preview, and soon we will make Viva Goals generally available both as part of the Viva suite and as a standalone offering. For those of you who want to learn more, please check out the Viva Goals on demand video using this link. And that's it. On behalf of all of us here, I just wanted to say a big thank you once again. Thank you.